Hi, I'm Ray. Well, it's a nice day today. It's not as hot. It's Sunday morning, not as hot as it's been all last week. So I'm sat outside having my coffee and watching my plants. But today I have a new microphone and I'm going to test this out. I'm going to show you a quick look around the garden and see if the sound is any better and if it's any good. So let me show you on a quick walk around the garden, showing my pots and my plants, my successes and not so many successes, and also what's coming up in the future. So let's have a look and show you around. Let me know in the comments, how is the sound? That'd be really great. So today we're testing our new microphone and I'm showing you around our potted garden. So these are the New Guinea impatiens we've saved from the supermarket, and also the fern. There's a video of the fern being restored, putting in this container. We've got geraniums, we've got dianthus, more geraniums, and we've got some more of these New Guinea impatiens. I picked up these pots out of a skip. They look really, really good. We got some fuchsias, my favourite fuchsias, and then we got some hydrangeas. These are 3 that we saved from the supermarket, and we've got 2 roses. This one we do need to treat as it's got quite a few black spot. We need to give that some treatment and give it a feed. We've got this fuchsia. It's looking really, really lovely. There's also this weed in there. It needs to come out. And roses. This was just given us as a thank you. And some more of these New Guinea impatiens. Check out the video of the New Guinea impatiens. That is really, really good. This sunflower has absolutely been decimated by slugs and snails. You can just see all the slime. They've eaten every single part. This is why we can't have sunflowers in the garden, as well as dahlias. The dahlias have also been decimated, and adding the dried leaves did no help whatsoever. One of the subscribers asked if the dried leaves did anything. Well, this is the answer. No. So we've got some more dianthus and more fuchsias. This is the Aldi plant we bought. And then these are Christmas trees that we've grown from seed. We did have about 7. We've gone down to 3. And this is one of those little mini Christmas trees you buy. We bought it, potted it up, and it's doing well. We've got the Aldi baskets with the little fuchsias. Need some deadheading. This one's a bit more in the sun. Needs a bit more attention. So that's the Aldi shelves we bought. And then this is a few plants that need attention. We bought that lavender plant for £1, and this hanging basket of fuchsias for £1. So need to get in and do some of those. The lavenders we've forgotten to take to the allotment, and they're still sat there slowly dying. More geraniums. Here's the tomato planter. It's doing well. And then we've got these super viviums we're going to try and save. And we did actually purchase the bougainvillea, but it slowly started to lose all its flowers or its leaves. So we need to pot them up as they're not doing great there. The Aldi container for sweet peas. Sweet peas are coming now, so we're starting to harvest the peas. We've got another table of bits and bobs we're going to salvage. There's a hot dog, and then also the other container with our sweet peas. The sweet peas are not grabbing onto the thicker wood, so we're having to put some string on to try and let them grab on. We've got some more fuchsias in the basket, and then in the aces we've got 1, 2, 3, and that's not looking great, but this one's not looking good either. It's looking a bit sad. It is in this alleyway which is quite windy. I think we need to move all these aces into another part of the garden. So the passion flower has gone pretty crazy again this year. We wanted to cover over the shed, and it literally is covering the shed. But we do have some flowers now. There's loads of buds. Not many flowers as it's still early in the morning. But this has grown and grown and grown and grown. It originally starts down here and it's gone all the way over the top. This is my old climbing frame that we had in the garden, and I put a video out asking for any uses. I've kind of made it as a little walkway into the depths at the back here, which is a bit messy and it's a bit crazy, but we had these raised beds. These were kindly supplied for us and they look really, really good. And we've been growing potatoes in these raised beds. Last year I did tomatoes in here. This year we've got potatoes. So they're doing really well. And to fill up these beds, we've just had some rabbit bedding, and I've covered it with some grass and then some compost on top. So I'm filling up these beds quite nicely just to fill them up, and we can top coat it and it will break down nicely. But there we go, we've got some potatoes growing, or something growing, if nothing else. Also the passion flower has gone all over the back here as well. So it's gone quite crazy, all the way around here, all the way around here. So we had this little oak acorn grow into a little tree, and I left it wanting to do some bonsai with it, and now you can see this has grown into like nearly a full grown tree, and it's getting quite big and a bit unruly. But I really want to do some bonsai things, and I might just dig that up and see if I can stick it in a pot. What do you reckon? Is this too big for bonsai? It's quite tall now. Just clearing this area today, having a bit of a tidy. But one thing I did notice is my wisteria. It's got a second bloom. Not much. That is about it. Another bit there. But they do bloom second. We've been cutting back some of these long spily bits because they're a pain. But a second bloom. This is the main base of the wisteria. It's a real thick trunk. I've had to redesign this many times as it's just breaking away. And then we've got some petunias that need deadheading. So we need to do that. And you do remember, if we're deadheading our petunias, we remove the whole stalk. Not just the flower on the end. People think that just pulling the flower on the end is deadheading, but this is the seed pod, and that needs removing as well. Cutting this down slightly will encourage more growth and also a feed. We can also see The passion flower is also grown around this side. We've got the greenhouse, and then this is my little shed, my little studio that needs a bit of work, as the wisteria is growing over the top, covering it all up. We don't have a lot this side. We've got a few roses, and we've got this poppy that's suffered in the heat, and the lilies. These roses here are amazing. They've just deadheaded them all. So I need to deadhead these. They're really stunning blooms. I can see one just in here. Can we get to see it? Look at that stunning rose. Absolutely stunning. And then we've also got these coming up. And I cannot remember what these are called at the moment. The agapanthus. Let me know in the comments. And that would be really great. And these are coming through the agapanthus here. Not got enough light, and they're sticking right out. This is the big old bush, and these cutting back. And this is the one that's bright yellow. Can't remember the colours. Can't remember what it's called. Let me know in the comments. The first one that flowers, bright yellow. Nope, it totally escapes me. But there we go. Not much on this side. As the dog keeps going through the bedding, so we can't have too much. But only like 4 or 5 years ago, there was just a bare wall here, nothing else. So let me know in the comments, how's the voice been? How's the sound? Are we still getting some wind? And I forgot to show you these roses over here. If you're new to the comments, if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more. But this rose here is absolutely stunning. So check out this video here, and I'll show you my latest roses on my bush here.